Welcome back. If you have joining us for the first time, we are so excited to have you on Pop-Litical Read, where we discuss everything going on in pop culture and everything going on in politics that's entertaining and fun to us. So I'm so excited to have you all here. Thank you so much. This is our fourth episode. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the Culture Caucus. It's great to have you here. And today I'm super excited to welcome another really great friend, Jona Velasquez, to join our episode today. Hi, Jona.
Thank you for having me. Hey, Jeremy. How are you?
Good. We have been sitting here for about 20 minutes trying to find out the best version of audio. We know it's been a journey. If you have been listening, thank you for putting up and turning down your audio volume as we go along. But I thought, Jonah, we could just kind of kick off with how did we meet? And give us the PG-13 version of how we met.
The PG-12. I'm gonna give you the
PG-12.
PG-12. Yeah, PG-12. So if I'm not mistaken, we met back in 2008 or 9.
Oh, yeah. It must have been really soon after I moved to LA.
Yes. We connected
We connected.
through a
dating app.
website
Yep.
app at the time. I don't think the apps existed then.
We're not that old. Jesus.
But yeah, we connected through the internet.
We connected through the internet.
And then we ended up meeting at a Starbucks here in Hollywood. And we became friends ever since.
And that Starbucks is not even there
It
anymore.
doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately.
I know. It's like John Mayer said, they tear it down and put up in a parking lot. Is that what he said?
I
Right?
guess so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways.
Yes, but they haven't put anything there yet.
I know. Isn't that
Yes,
sad?
that's very
Well, because
sad.
nobody can afford it.
Exactly, yes.
LA is so expensive.
Way too expensive.
So, Jonah, I know you're a huge Shakira fan. So let's kick off. She just had her concert. You
Yes.
were just
I
there
was just there Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. So, first of all, how was it?
It was so much fun.
Was it?
Yes, this is the third time that I see her. This is her first stadium tour,
Yeah.
and it was a blast. I had a great time.
And just give us a vibe. Take us into, you were on the floor. Take us on the floor with you. What did it feel like? What were the visuals? Like, people say a lot of things about Taylor Swift, but they say that she puts on an amazing concert. Beyonce is obviously like her on her Renaissance tour. People are gagging over it. Like, what would be your elevator pitch if somebody was like, what concert should I spend $1,000 on, and where should I go? And you say Shakira, and they say why?
Why? Because she's just like a Red Bull, full of energy. I felt energized as soon as she came in. Felt energized throughout the entire concert. It was hit after hit after hit. She has a 30-year-old career, so lots of music to choose from, and it was just exciting to see an icon from South America, live at Sophie Stadium.
So, for those of you that don't know, which is most of you probably, Jonah is Colombian, and so is Shakira, and she has a statue, right,
Yes.
in Bogota,
No, in Barranquilla.
in Barranquilla.
Yeah, her city. Yeah, she's I mean, she's an idol in Colombia. She's made it so far into her career.
Yeah,
She's in a global status. So yes, everybody loves Shakira.
and her taxes are current.
Her taxes are paid off. So yeah, that's probably why she's working so hard right now.
Right? Oh my God! So I just heard, just speaking of musicians with debt, which Shakira no longer has, but Bruno Mars is known to have a really big gambling, like millions of dollars of gambling debt. And apparently he worked out some deal with, and don't quote me on this, MGM. I'll pop it in here later in the editing. But he had to work out a special deal with them to have like a private club that has his name on it. And then he's out here doing all these shows, popping up and being a guest singer on other people's tours. And he said something recently, like on stage, like, almost paid off with the debt. And I was like, what? Isn't that wild? Can you imagine being at a concert and like looking up at this like idol icon? They're on stage. You're a young performer or somebody, and you're like, oh, amazing. And they're like, almost paid off my debt from gambling. You'd be like, what?
Well, that sounds like for us normal people, almost paid off my credit card, my
From
student
paying for
loan.
this
Yes,
concert. Oh
exactly.
my god.
Yes.
So speaking of Shakira, I heard that she had to postpone this tour because of ice raids in LA. Is that
Yeah,
verdad?
that's what they said, right? She was originally scheduled to be in LA back in July, at the midst of the ice raids, and apparently she was like, you know what, I don't want to risk it because a lot of people that come into my concerts are immigrants.
Right.
I don't want anyone to not feel safe while they're supposed to be enjoying my show. So she postponed her concerts to this week, August. But who knows what the truth could be?
Because you also flew to DC to see her, and then the trip got canceled, right?
Yes,
Like
yes.
as you landed.
Well, I had been there for a few days, but yeah, I went to DC to see her for the opening of Gay Pride.
Okay.
The
Oh,
whole Gay
World
Pride,
Pride.
yes, World
Yeah.
Pride, yes. And yeah, she canceled the day before. She was like, sorry, we cannot make it.
And what did
Technical
they say?
difficulties.
What did the like text blast, email blast look like?
So apparently, she had been having issues with her stage
Mm.
back in Boston, which was the stop before DC, and they couldn't resolve the issues right on time, so they couldn't really build up the
Okay,
time to
that
get
sounds
the
legit. I'm
stage.
gonna give
Yeah.
her that because we don't want. Remember that scene in Salina with the stage and it collapses in Mexico and somebody gets trapped under it? Do you remember that scene?
Of course.
Yeah.
I did not want to be there.
So that sounds like a legit problem to have. So I'm gonna wipe her slate clean for DC cancellation. But as an immigrant yourself, and how did you feel when going to the concert? Did you feel safe with all the things that are going on in LA?
Like this time right now,
Yeah.
I feel safe, but still, you have that in the back of your mind because all of these rates are so unexpected. Like, I'm sure people go to work without thinking, oh, yeah, today I'm going to be arrested and sent back to the
Right.
country.
Why would you think that?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Especially when they're picking
yeah,
up so many people that they don't have a warrant for, they're not even looking for, people that are in process of their immigration. Some people already have legal status and they're still
yes.
being picked up. And so I just wonder what it felt like for you knowing this potential backstory or reason of delay. Did it even did it factor in where you just did your excitement just take over?
I think my excitement took over. But now
Yeah.
that we're talking about it, yes.
I'm like a night terror. I'm
Oh
just
my
like
gosh.
you wake up in the middle of
Worst
the night. What could have
nightmare.
happened to me?
Yes, what could have happened to me at Shakira's concert? But no, I mean, that's the reality of many people, A lot of
Yeah.
people have that fear in the back of their minds. And probably they're not allowing themselves to have a good time just because they are afraid to be out there exposing themselves, being vulnerable if they don't have documents and, could be arrested
It's
for
really
doing that.
interesting, and I've been reflecting on it recently because I was in the laundry room doing my laundry, and my neighbor was talking to me, and he was asking me like, "How do you feel with everything going on?" And I didn't really know what he was talking about, and I was like, I'm fine. Things are good." He's like, with all these like raids going on. And I really just had this moment where I had to like recognize my privilege as somebody that was born here, but my family obviously immigrated. I'm third generation Mexican. But because I'm so light skinned and I'm so separated in my mind from that, I had to really recognize my privilege and
Yes.
really understand this is my community also that it's happening to. And really all of us are immigrants, but there's so many immigrants in LA, and that's this city is built on it. I mean, it really cannot operate with all of the um, concerts, all of the movie studios, all of there's so many different elements of the city that are affected. Emma, get out of here. That are built on the backs of immigrants. I mean, this country is built on the back of immigrants, but this city specifically. And I know that you were really looking into the new city ordinance of the increase
Wages,
in
minimum wage,
wages. Yep,
yes, for
$30,
hotel workers.
which sounds like a lot, but when you really think about it, I mean, there was a recent report in some cities in California that if you don't make at least $100,000, it's considered low income,
Yes.
and it really is true. I mean, it's $10 to get a coffee.
Yeah.
Like it's insane,
Yes.
and you don't even get anything. It's like a black cup of coffee and a little
Exactly.
ice.
Yes. I remember back in the day, I would get a burrito for $3.
Yeah.
Now I cannot get a burrito for less than $15 anywhere.
Justice for burritos. How are we supposed to
Yes.
eat?
Exactly. Give me my burrito for 5.
So, what do you think about this? Like $30 for people that are, you know, they're the one checking you into your hotel. They're the ones cleaning your rooms in the hotel. They are the ones driving you, throughout the city. And now they put a hold on this $30 wage, so people can't even literally
Yeah.
make a living, and then that actually affects the entire economy. Like, how does that process for you?
So I come with a background of traveling for 14 years. So basically, I lived in hotels for 14 years, and I've seen the hard work of these people that work in the hotel industry, that work at the airports. I do feel like for the amount of work that they have to do, they do deserve better
Yeah,
salaries,
and they
better
literally work
wages.
with people, and all of you are not easy when you are traveling.
Exactly. And this LA is an international city. People from everywhere come to LA, you know. So
Yeah, you're
yes,
interacting with so many, not only people but different cultures, different expressions. um, People are different culturally in every part of the world, and if you are working in a hotel, you're working in the airport, you have to be prepared mentally for that, emotionally for that, because you have to learn to flex your style all the
exactly,
time
yes.
just to say hello to somebody.
You're providing a service. You're the
Yeah.
face of the city. So, just as the point of view of you representing the city of LA to tourists, you should be entitled to get better pay. It's unfortunate that there's a lot of groups out there lobbying for this not to happen, because right now so if I'm not mistaken, this was approved, but
It was
now it's
approved.
yeah, it's on a referendum because people are like, hey, wait, we don't want this to happen because this is not going to be good for
Billionaires
your
don't want it
business.
to happen.
Exactly, yes.
Hmm.
So I feel like yes, hotel workers, airport workers, gig workers deserve a living salary, but we all in LA deserve a living salary. As you said, like prices are high. Rent is high everywhere. Food is expensive everywhere too. But yes,
Yeah, I
um,
think in general, a lot of companies don't take into account, enough account anyway, on where you live. Because if I make the same salary as someone, let's say in Oklahoma, no shade to Oklahoma, hi Oklahoma, and I hope you're listening,
I like Oklahoma City.
but you could have a 3 bedroom house with a basement and a 2 car garage, probably for half of the rent that I pay. So for us to do the exact same job and for you that dollar to go 2 to 3 times farther for you, it's not fair to me. And it's also not fair to everyone else in my city, because when I have less spending power, I can't contribute to the economy the same way that our friend and my counterpart in, let's say, Oklahoma can contribute.
Yeah.
So I think that in general, cities and organizations, companies should take better input on where their employees live.
Yes, pay based on where your employees live.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Okay, let's shift it back to Shakira.
Okay.
So I know you don't watch Housewives, but I'm a big, huge Super Housewives
Yes.
fan. Hi, Andy. I know you're listening. Just kidding. I do actually have a picture with Andy Cohen, and he looks absolutely terrified because I basically jumped him in the Abbey to take a photo of him.
Take a picture.
And you know what? I'm gonna pop it in here. And guess what? I'm gonna hashtag Andy Cohen. So there's been a lot of rumors about Shakira joining the Real Housewives of Miami.
Okay.
And for those of you that don't listen to Housewives, which probably the 10 of you listening probably do, or at least know that I talk about it often, when Housewives first started, Andy Cohen, the executive producer and face of Bravo, was really adamant against having celebrities or especially actors on the show. But famously, Lisa Rinna joined Housewives of Beverly Hills season 4. I don't know exactly off the top of my head. And really changed kind of the narrative and the structure. Then Eileen Davidson joined the cast. Denise Richards has been on the cast. So there's been more celebrities that have joined Housewives. Atlanta has had Drew Sidora, who was on a show on the BET. There's been Candy Burris, who has literally wrote No Scrubs, tons of albums. She's a Grammy Award winner. Put some respect on her name. Look her up. Candy Burris has written so many songs, songs that you love, songs that are on your playlist that you give a heart to all the time. Um, No Scrubs. She wrote No Scrubs.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
another one.
I'm gonna look it up. Okay, I want you to think about what are your vibes on Shakira being on Housewives?
Well, she lives in Miami now, so from that standpoint, it would make sense. But she's also in the middle of a world tour, so I don't know how logistically that could happen.
Okay,
But-
so she
okay,
wrote
okay.
"Who Can I Run To?" She wrote "Don't Think I'm Not," which is fire.
Okay.
She has written. Oh my god, there's so many. Like,
Yes, I see that. All I need is more music from this lady.
let's see, top songs. I'm gonna edit this, so don't worry about this part. Bills, Bills, Bills.
Okay.
She wrote for Alicia Keys, "It Makes Me" for NSYNC.
Let's see.
She wrote "How You Gonna Tell Me" for Maya, Bugaboo. I mean, so she was in Escape too, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, they can work around the filming schedule. It also is really cool when they fly to another country to go visit
Yes.
her on tour.
Oh, yes.
They FaceTime each other when they're traveling for work, so they can make it work. But do you think that Shakira, being this superstar, will fit in with these average, not average, but not celebrity,
in the celebrity world,
like average rich? Because she's like superstar
she's
rich.
at another level. Yes.
Yeah. Do you think she can mix with these girls?
She could probably mingle, but not mix.
Do you think that it would be hard for these women to see her as a cast member and a member of their girlfriend group versus being fans?
Whoa, that's a difficult one. But the access, I don't know if they would have like that personal access to Shakira, so that would set them apart. Yes.
Well, they go on cast trips together where they're staying in, an Airbnb for 4 days. They're having lunch with each other,
Exactly.
they're going shopping on each other.
Airbnb and Shakira would stay somewhere else.
No, they have to stay in the same place together. That's the whole thing.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Do you think that would work? Do you think that she would be accessible enough on camera? Do you think she would be open to sharing her life?
I don't know, because there's like super mega stars that are still curated too.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if they would allow fully 100% that mask down.
But knowing Shakira the way that you do for all these years,
Yes, Shakira, I love her.
do you see her being like, they do confessionals, so they have to they talk about something that happened, a fight that happened with one of the
Yes.
other girls. They have to narrate it.
Oh gosh.
They're showing you when they wake up in the morning, when they go to bed at night. They show you fights with their family. Like, you have to show your personal life.
Yes. She'd probably be honest because her hips don't look big.
Well, that's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. So yeah, you think she could do it?
If she really wanted to, she could.
Yeah. She obviously doesn't need to.
Yeah,
do
she
it.
doesn't need to. She probably would do it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like, hey, I'm a little bored. I want to do something on the side. Let's join this cast.
So let's talk about two things actually that are a little bit creepy. So something that just started popping up, I don't know how quickly, because Instagram rolls out features all the time and they're
Yes.
testing it out. But one of the new features that they just rolled out is that you can see, and they set this automatically because Instagram likes to do this kind of shit, where they just set it automatically, don't tell nobody, and then it pops up on like BuzzFeed, and I saw it on Washington Post. Because I'm smart, just kidding. And you can click on anybody's status and you can see where they are. And we did this with you just before we
Yes.
started filming. This fool has friends all over the world, by the way. He's got friends in Colombia. He's got friends that are in Scotland or something. I was like, girl, there's friends in Oklahoma. He knows somebody with that 3-bedroom
I
house.
do actually.
Shout out to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma
So,
City.
what do you? There's so many implications around this.
Yes.
One, there's a lot of discourse already about saying clearly these IT designers are men because they didn't take the implications of what it could mean for women. It could be stalkers. It could be your ex. It could just be your friends being nosy as hell. I'm like, which many of you already share your location, and that's like a side note. I just need to know more about that. But what is your just like your general thing, because it automatically sets it for everyone to share their location. So I went in, I said, not mine. I don't want some rando looking at my
Yes.
location. How do you feel about that?
So I feel like I got a notification yesterday.
You did? I did
yes,
not get a
saying something
notification.
about maps, and I just kind of like I didn't even
Oh,
catch
it
that,
it actually,
no.
yeah, it said
Yes.
something like, oh, the maps are now live.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, but how many of you are actually like looking at it?
Exactly.
Like, did you think twice about it when it happened?
I just click no. I'm very suspicious of everything, so I
Yeah,
always
same.
click no to everything.
Yeah.
Yes. So like I didn't read the whole thing. I just put no or whatever, denied, dismissed, whatever.
And it's hard to find. We had to like
Yes.
kind of double click a couple of times. So there's infographics on my Instagram stories. I can pin it also on my posts, but it's really creepy.
It is a little creepy. Yeah.
What do you think the benefits of that are?
Well, maybe if you share your location with like your close friends, just for protection. But if you're like a public person, and then it just automatically does it, it could just be creepy because you are accessible to all of these people that you don't know, but they know you from your social media. So
Yeah, I mean, there's already influencers that won't even post where, like, they won't post a video from where they're at or a photo of where they're at while they're there.
that's me.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So talk more about
wait,
that.
I wait like a whole day to post, or a few hours after I leave.
Some people
Place.
say don't even
Yes.
post when you are out of the country because if people know where you live, they could
Exactly.
do something to your house.
Yes. You just gotta be a little precautious. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't know if I'm like that detailed in thinking about it,
Yeah.
but it is something to consider. Okay, so do you share your phone location?
With no one. I'm too private. I can't.
I'm surprised by how many people, like groups of friends, share their location. My family shares their location, with each other, like my sister and her kids and stuff like that, and that makes sense to me. But there's so many people. So I was talking to one of my coworkers recently, and he has like everybody's access. He's like, "Yo, do you want my location?" I was like, "No." He's like, "You want to share yours with me?" And I was like, "No, nobody has mine." Literally, one person has it, and she only has access when I go out of the country because I know, shout out to Maureen, because she won't look. She doesn't care unless I'm like ready to be on Dateline, then she's going to pull up my location.
There you go.
And that's the kind of girl that needs to have the location because she knows what to do with it, but otherwise she don't care. Some of y'all are just having a glass of wine and you're kikiing and you're like, oh, where's Nick at? What's he doing? Whose house is that? I don't need you to be up in my business. Like, that's a hard no for me.
I don't even know his name.
I'm just at the grocery store. You don't need to be stalking me. Okay, so here's something else that's like so crazy. My friend was telling me, I don't know if this is, obviously I didn't do the research. I just get my notes from my producer, ChatGPT. And my friend was telling me that there is a Facebook group. This is in Canada specifically, but she was telling me that there's a Facebook group that says it's titled, Are We Dating the Same Man? And there's hundreds of posts about women that are dating the same guy, and sometimes they find out they're married, sometimes they found out they're a player, sometimes they find out they have a record. Like, there's all kinds of crazy shenanigans. So I'd love for y'all to go on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook anymore, but go on Facebook. I'd love to see if there's like a group in your hood. But how would you, if you started dating somebody, would you go and check out this group if you knew that group was?
I just do a Google search.
You just do a Google search. You're gonna pay that $5.99 for the background check.
Yeah, check it. Oh, criminal record. Yeah, double check.
There's like a funny joke too where people say if they have global TSA, the FBI has already done the background check for you, so you don't have to worry about it. But like, would you be concerned? I mean, I guess it depends also. It's different for men, I think, not to sound sexist, but I think it's different for men than it is for women. And also, if you're casual dating versus serious dating, right? If you've been dating somebody for 6 months and they're dating somebody else, like that's a problem. If you've been casually dating for like a month or two, like I don't like we're not exclusive, like I don't really care. What's your take? Like, would you be like, oh my god, yeah?
Well, you know how I'm thinking about it now. It's like a Yelp of dating. Like you go check
that's an interesting perspective. Okay.
Or, like, oh, I'm gonna check out this business. Let me see what others say about this. Okay, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna go try it out. Same with dating. Oh, what do they say about this dude? Oh wait, cray, red flag. Never mind.
Yeah. Yes. I feel like so my friend, I'm not gonna mention her, but she's on there just to be nosy, right? She's just in for the gossip, and she's like with a glass of wine, like this is some good shit. I kind of feel like I would be that. Like, I'm that person that's in the comments. Are you guys in the comments too? Like, are you in the comments?
I love the comments.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't even care what the post says. Like, I want to hear what the feedback, and the comments is like where it's at. It's a party up at the comments.
I love the comments. I wish I was brave enough to make comments. I only give hearts and applauses and all of that.
Yeah, because sometimes you can get like in an internet war, and it's like it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's a hard pass.
I know you, girl. I'm not gonna fight with you over Instagram. But yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, so okay, so you were at LA Pride.
I was.
And we're going all the way back to the beginning. So at LA Pride, there was a lot of protest, I heard, for the like around the $30.
So it was not protest; it was more like
signatures.
Signatures. There were people collecting signatures, but from what I read, it was a misleading way of collecting signatures.
Okay. How did it feel when you were there and they were trying to solicit your signature?
I was at LA Pride to have a good time, walk around, see the parades, feel the vibe. So just seeing this group of people trying to collect signatures.
Mm-hmm. So you were avoiding them.
Something that was not kind of like related to the festivity.
Yeah.
Was a little awkward. I didn't avoid them because I work approaching people too. So I paid attention to their presentation. But I was like, well, let me get more information about this. And then
did you feel that they were aggressive?
Not necessarily aggressive in their tone, but perhaps aggressive on their approach, because there were a good number of people trying to collect signatures.
So it was a large amount of people.
Yeah, maybe like a good 10 people, like in the city.
Oh,
yeah.
10 doesn't sound too.
Well,
but was it a small area?
And you're walking and people are like, oh, have you signed this? Have you signed this?
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, come on.
Okay.
But it's repetition. I get it.
So my understanding is that the intersection here of why they were there is because they feel there is a lot of overlap of LGBT community that is also working in the hotels, working in airports, and it's like marginalized and marginalized, yes. Right? So this is like an opportunity to almost kind of network in a way of people that might understand you or have similar concerns. Did that resonate with you?
So I didn't give it such a deep thought.
Yes.
Because as I'm telling you, they just seemed a little suspicious. Because the law had already been passed.
Yeah.
So why are you trying to collect signatures when this has already been passed?
Right, because it's on hold. Yeah.
Yes.
No, yeah, but you're not going to know that when you're like walking around with your pride flag.
What I read is that these people were actually from the opposition group trying to collect signatures.
So they were trying to like hoodwink you.
Yes.
Oh, that is shady.
Exactly. So that's what I read. I'm not sure, but I'm always a suspicious person. So it's like, okay, I'll pay attention to what you have to say, but I'll do my own research, and then if I decide to give my signature, I'll be a little more informed, because this is sounding a little too pushy right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it brings up a good point, just in general, especially around trustworthiness. I feel like, I believe in like the First Amendment, your right to protest, your right to advocate, to develop networks and
Yes.
groups. But I find it really hard when people are out with a clipboard and they want your signature right away.
Exactly, yes.
I don't know where that signature is going. I don't know what it's for. It could be misleading. I also find it similar when people are coming with like propositions or they're coming with politicians. And I think it's really important. But I don't know if it's just me and like my trustworthiness of people, but I'm really wary of like giving that signature without the research.
Yes.
But I can only imagine what it's like if you are doing it for the right reasons and the right intentions and you're not trying to mislead or manipulate people and you're out there all day like knocking on doors and you're like, I didn't get nobody.
Yes.
It's gonna be hard.
It is hard, yeah. Especially if you're getting paid per signature.
People get paid per signature?
I mean, I think this is a job too.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shit! I thought it was like a volunteer thing.
For some places it might be, but
No wonder they're
it's like
aggressive.
campaigning, yeah.
Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right, Jonah. So on this podcast, what we like to do is our guests have a signature drink of the week. So first of all, tell us about your week. How's your week been, and why you selected the drink that you did?
That I chose.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a very nice week. I just moved into a new place. Yes. So I've been in the moving process. I feel fully set up now. But not only that, I also got to see Shakira now. Yes. And
Shakira, Shakira.
yes. And next week I start a new chapter in life. I'm gonna get some more education on my shoulders. So we'll
I've
see how that
never
goes.
met someone in my life that does more education just for fun.
Just for fun.
He takes classes all the
All the
time, and I'm like,
time.
what is that for? Oh, just to learn.
Yeah, just because I'm more.
What?
I want to learn more.
You're not busy enough? I got something for you to do.
Yeah, so I'll be taking some classes this fall. And
Did you say what it is that you were going to do?
No, it's. No, I haven't.
It's a secret.
It's a
Okay.
secret, yes.
Beautiful. So what did you select for us?
I selected a Mexican martini.
Arrrr. So giving a very Latin
Of
vibe.
course, yes.
All right, so we're going to go grab our drink, and we'll be right back in a hot podcast minute. Okay, so continuing my tradition of messing up drinks, this happened the last couple episodes. I pre-made our drinks so that it would be nice and cold, and I put it in the cocktail shaker, but I should have put it in the refrigerator, and instead I put it in the freezer, and what do you think happened? It froze. So I had to take a ice pick, and anyways, cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much. Deliciousness.
This is a lavender, elderweiss, lychee tequila martini.
I love it.
Thank you for being our guest this week. Thank you to Shakira, and thank you for Emma, my dog, being the third and fourth guest. So, see you next week.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thanks for having me.